So here's what you're going to need if you are going to a pond or a stream or maybe a vernal pool that's only there in the springtime and you're wanting to look for some creatures that live there. You're going to want a bucket. White buckets are best because you can see much more clearly inside them. You might want a net. I actually couldn't find a net exactly like I was hoping to find, but this one will work. It's actually for keeping mosquitoes off of your head, but it would work. You don't need one though. You can also just use your bucket. And then you're gonna need a sour cream container. No, just some kind of white container that you can use for scooping. And then you might also want either a plastic spoon or some kind of little lid that's white again, and some kind of little cup, or some kind of little cup that's white on the inside so you can scoop and be able to see inside. So first thing, with your mom or dad, you're gonna get on your puddle boots so that you can get a little bit in the water, but hopefully not all the way because it's pretty chilly this time of year. And then you're gonna take your bucket and you're gonna scoop some water. This morning, I have ice on top of my pond. So it is a little bit chilly, but there are still some creatures in there. Ooh, I've got some good moving creatures in my bucket already. Can you see this right here? Moving around. That might be some kind of nematode. It might even be a leech. I have a lot of leeches in this pond. Okay, I've got this guy in my little sour cream scooper. That's for when I want to look at it up closer a little bit. Woo! He's thinking, what is going on? Oh, I see some kind of beetle under here. Let's see if I can get him. Okay, so if you do use some kind of net, like a butterfly net or even a pond net, once you scoop it in the water, you can run it through. Remember, it's a good idea to get it somewhere where there's like lots of kind of little reeds and things, places where creatures might want to hide. Once you scoop it through, you can kind of check if you found anything. I didn't really find anything on this one, but I'm going to pretend like I did. What you're going to do is you're going to take it into your bucket of water that you have ready, and you're going to just kind of swish it around so that all the creatures come off. Remember that anything you catch in your net is going to be a water creature, so they're going to want to go back into the water. And then you can look at them up close and see what you might have caught. I just found in my water a little creature. Let's see if I can get it. I put it in my big scoop. I'm going to see if I can get it in my tiny scoop to look up really close. This would be really helpful if I had a plastic spoon. I could put it in there. There it is. What do you think that is? So when you're all done ponding, what you're gonna do is take your bucket, and it seems like it would make sense just to pour it wherever, but we wanna put all of the critters, even the ones that we can't see in there, back into the pond where we found them. So we're gonna bring it over to the pond and very, very gently tip it in so that they can all go back to their home. Thank you, creatures. And then we can also take our bucket. There's still actually one of those little nematodes that I found earlier is still in there. I'm gonna take it and just swish the water around in it so that it's all cleaned out and make sure that there's nothing left. Everything we found is still in there. And I can also take my net and clean it off the same way, turn it inside out and swish it around so that everything returns to the pond. One last thing that's really fun that I just learned about, it's called reading the leaves next to a pond. I don't know, it's a little bit cold, so I don't know if I'm gonna find too much right now, but usually near a vernal pool or a pond or a stream, there's gonna be stacks of wet leaves right at the edge of the pond. And you can grab one of those stacks and you can kind of pretend like they're a little book of leaves. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah. And you can actually read the leaves, turning them over one at a time and see what you might find. This one has a little tiny spider on it. Can you see that? He's kind of curled up right there. What else? Sometimes you want to wait on a particular leaf. You can wait to see if you see anything wiggling, and then you can look up close. Nothing else that I'm seeing right now. Oh, there's a little worm. Hi, wormy. Yay. What a good book. Okay, I'm gonna put my leaf book back in the water, just like with all the other stuff. And hopefully find another good book like this sometime soon. Maybe when it's a little bit warmer so my hands don't get quite so chilly. Whew. I hope that if you go to a pond or a stream somewhere near your house that you share with us what you find, and maybe together we can try and figure out what it is. There are always creatures that we find in the pond at Spring Hill and we go, what is this? Like this creature. I have no idea what kind of fish this is. What are you? That's a birdie actually. Not a birdie, a bertie. So I hope that you'll share, maybe take some pictures of it and show us what you found. And we can try it, maybe as a team, we can try and figure out what it could be. There's lots of places that we can look it up and see what everything might be. Who knows? Okay, happy ponding. Bye everybody.